Hi, everyone. Welcome to my weekly live. I'm Julie Gilson, and I'm with stampingala.com. And today I have some pretty projects for you. I think you're going to like them. This is a fun fold card. And anyway, when you put it in your envelope, you just push it down like that, and it closes nicely. So and I don't even know the name of this fun fold, but that's that. And oh, my bow fell off. And then I have a cute little hand sanitizer holder that of course holds the hand sanitizer from Bath and Body Works. And then I have a second greeting card right here, which I absolutely love. Now I can tell on my screen that it looks like my screen is backwards, so I'm going to see if I can fix this for me. Okay, I got it right now. Anyway, so I'm happy that you're here. And ladies, if you're new to my channel, please let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. So what I'm working with today is the Pretty Florals stamp set and dies, which you see here. This is part of a suite. And as you know, right now, there's a suite sale going on. And what I mean by that is SUITE, but it is kind of sweet as well. And anytime that during the month of June, you can purchase an entire suite and get a second other suite. You can get the same suite or another suite at half off, or just a bundle out of another suite. It has to be included in a suite to be a 50% off item. So that's something you don't want to miss out on. And if there's 4 different groups that you want, you can do get 2 at regular and 2 at half off. So you might want to check that out. The second card I have here, I think you'll like it as well. And I'm using Secret Sky, which is one of the in colors this year. It's like a dark navy, and I do like it. It's one of my favorites this year. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to get started. So I do want to show you a cute little gift that somebody sent me, a good friend of mine, LaSheila. She sent me this, and I just thought, so LaSheila, if you're on, thank you so much. Everybody knows how I love bows, and pink ones at that. But isn't this a cute little journal? And of course, she had to send pink Post-it pads and also some pink ink pens. So I love them. So thank you so much. And just a quick update on my sister. She is still in the hospital and pretty much in the same condition. So thanks to all of you that have sent cards and gifts. I really appreciate it, both to me and to Patty. And I will keep you updated on her condition. So anyway, let me get started, and we're going to do the fun fold first, okay? And I just realized that there's a couple of pieces I didn't cut, so we're going to have to do that as well. Okay, so nope, wrong one, this one. Oh, there's quite a few pieces that I forgot to cut, but that's all right. I'll bring it on camera and show you how I cut them. Okay. So first of all, we're going to do the base, and the base of the card is 8 1/4. So it's shorter than a normal base, and by 5 1/2. And then it's scored at 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So we're just going to fold on those score lines. And there's LaSheila. LaSheila, thank you so much for that thoughtful gift. I really appreciate it. And the beautiful cards that you've been sending. Okay, so you see how this goes, just like that, right? All right, so I'm going to bring in my cutter. Let me show you the paper I'm using. This is from Florals in Bloom, and I love it. So I'm using this pattern right here, which is the Secret Sky. It kind of looks black on screen, but it is not. And I love this pattern too. I debated on this color. That's the back. Here's the one I used for this project, and I love this as well. So these are so pretty. Strawberry slush on the back. This is a beautiful pattern too. And on the back here is just a cloud cover stripe. And let me see. Look how gorgeous this is. I just love it. It's so pretty. And by the way, ladies, if you want these make and take sent to you, all you have to do is place a minimum order of $50, and I'd be happy to send them to you. Okay, so I need to grab a piece of white cardstock and all of this. I think this is the right, yep, it is. So let me grab a piece of white cardstock. Okay, you know, I'm always prepared, and of course I'm not. Okay, so this is going to be 5 1/8 by 3 1/8. And then this one is 5 by 3. And then I have to have another 5 1/8, which is already this right here, but it has to be 3/4 of an inch, which I have that. And then we have to do, let me see if I have a piece of it right here. Oh, I do. Excuse me. And this is 5/8 of an inch by 5. So we got that cut. So that's good. I can't believe I forgot those. Okay, so we're going to put these two together. And I don't have my good glue gun handy today. I didn't have a chance to get it cleaned out. So I'm using the green glue. This paper is gorgeous. Okay, and like always, I like to trim this up. And trim it this way. All right. So let me show you how we're going to do this. Now this is going to go here, and we got to put this down before we glue this down. So let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to put some glue here. We're going to just pay attention here to the 3 sides, here, here, and here. So we want to make sure that they are even, like the border around is even on all 3 sides. Okay, and then this is going to roll up. So we're going to put glue right here. Okay, and all we're going to do is roll it just like that. And it'll come right against the side here on the inside. Okay, so then, let me see, I can even fold it like this. All right, so then it'll open up like that. All right, so these 2 pieces I was missing as well, and they go right up here. So I'm going to put these together. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that. I talked to her a little while ago, and she said that she had physical therapy 3 times today. So anyway, hey, Ellen. Okay, so this is going to go here. So the easiest way to put this on, and not trying to do it like that, just push it like this and put it down there in that little rectangle. Okay, just like this. And this should line up the same as this white one here, and the same up there. Okay, so then it's like that. Next we have this piece, and this is 4 1/2 by 3 3/4, and it's scored at 3 and 4. So we're going to fold on the score lines. Now it's easiest to put this on right now. So we're going to do this right now. I have 2 pieces of basic white, and the top one is embossed with the timber embossing folder. And this is, let me see, 2 5/8 by 3 3/8, which means this one is 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. So we'll put these 2 together. It's so funny. My sister is a night owl normally, and she can stay up all night. And any of my friends that have been to my house know that I'm tired at 8 o'clock. I could go to bed every day at 8 o'clock. And anyway, and Patty, she would stay up all night and sleep in a little bit. I just talked to her just before we got on here, and she said she's ready for bed because she's so tired. She said it's so hard doing the physical therapy. Okay, so we're going to put this on right here. See, it's easier since this is flat. Oh, no, we're going to put that on dimensionals. When I work with these dark colors, look, I get it all over my hands. And believe it or not, I already have my blog post done. Yeah, LaSheila, they have been working her hard. I feel so sorry for her. And I miss her so much being over here. No, just a tad. Okay, so now the fold is here. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to get this on. So we're going to put glue right here on this skinny tab. Okay, and then I'm folding it in so you just see this part. I'm going to line this up with this edge right here. Okay, so get it centered. See what I mean? Center it here and here and make sure that this is lined up. Then I'm going to press to make sure that glue is being adhered. Okay, just like that. So then it will go like this. So now what we want to do is we want to attach it to this part, but it's kind of difficult to do it like this. So what we do is put the glue now on this end. You don't want so much that it's seeping out. And this time we're going to push it this way. Nope, this way. I'm sorry. And we'll line that up here. Okay, so then, see, then it opens up just like this. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do some stamping. So let me get this piece out. I'm going to show you what I did here to stamp these. And let me show you the stamp set that I'm using. This right here. So I'm using this one, and this one. Okay. So I'm going to stamp 3 of them for the card, but I already have them stamped. I just want to show you what I did. So where did this? Oh, here it is. So I'm first going to do the outline. So I'm going to stamp this here. So it looks like that. I'm going to pick it up so you can see. Now, I want to show you on the paper, do you see how they do it darker on the bottom and lighter towards the top? Let me show you a different piece so you can see it better. See how it's darker and then they go lighter? I wanted to kind of emulate that. So what I'm doing is taking a blending brush and getting it dark. Then I'm taking this stamp, that two-step part of the stamp, and I'm gonna just lay it down, and I'm getting the darker ink on the bottom, and then I'll just get this off and get lighter ink on top. Now I'm going to stamp it, and it's not as distinctive as the other one, but you get the idea. Okay, see how it's darker on the bottom? All right, then what we're going to do is take the Granny Apple Green and the stem. I'm just going to stamp that, just like that. All right, so I had to do this 3 times, so I got them all done. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so what we're going to do is put some glue on the stems. Let me grab the stems here. All right, so we'll put the glue here. I hope you like this card. I think it's fun. And I'm putting these on, but I'm not putting them all like straight up. I'm going to do them a little, some of them like on a little bit of an angle. Okay, so let's put some dimensionals on the back of these. If you notice, I'm putting it right over the stem too, where I glued them together, just to give it a little bit more adhesive, holding them together. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to, oh, you know what? I didn't want all of these to have dimensionals, only one of them. I just looked at it and noticed that, so I'm taking it off. You can tell I haven't been with it, ladies. I'm sorry. Okay, so the first 2 we're going to glue down. I hope you like it, LaSheila. Okay, so this one, I'm going to, and I can push this down to work on this. So I'm just doing it like right here. The next one I'm going to glue on as well. And I'm crossing the bottom, as you can see. All right. And I don't want them centered. I want them off a little bit. And then this one I'm doing with the dimensionals. So this is going to go right here a little bit higher. Okay. All right. So next we're going to stamp Happy Birthday. And this one is from, let me see if I have the stamp set here. Yes, it is from The Right Words. This is a really nice stamp set. It's got a mixture of different heartfelt images with different fonts. So I like that. Okay, so this I'm going to stamp in Secret Sky. Look how nice and crisp that came out. Okay, so I did die cut it, and I used the Something Fancy dies. So this is going to go on right here with dimensionals. And this time it does have dimensionals. Okay. So it's going to go right over top of this. And then I die cut these two out of the same pack of dies. And I'm just going to push this down right here. I think it looks really good with the added foliage. And I purposely just put glue on the bottom so that it kind of stays up right there. Now this one, I'm just going to tear off the bottom leaves because I want it to be a little bit different. And then this one is going to go right here. And I want it to go down a little bit lower. So, all right. And then I have the Secret Sky ribbon. Let me tie a bow. Thanks, LaSheila. And Karen, thank you for sharing this. I really appreciate it. And one other thing I wanted to mention, Stampin' Up! Released all kinds of new items and online exclusives the day before yesterday. Now, if you were to join my team, they're not going to be available until July 1st to customers. But if you were to join my team, you can get them now, and you can get them as part of your kit. So if you're interested in being a hobby demonstrator or a business builder, I would love to have you on my team. Okay, so we're going to pop this on the bow right here. And then I have these. These are the In Color Resin Dots 24 through 26. So this is Petunia Pop. And I like to mix them up some. So I'm going to put this one right here, like halfway under, so it doesn't look so large. And then putting one here. And I'll put one here. Okay, so now, because this really doesn't have an inside, I put the writing on the back. So we're going to put this on the back so you can write on it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take this, and I'm going to take the Granny Apple Green and just stamp this here. And the Petunia Pop. So we're going to take the flower here and stamp this. And then we're going to take this one and do the same thing. Lots of ink on the bottom. Get the ink off and just lightly put it on top. Thank you, Julie. Are you new to my channel? Trying to find the... There we go. See how it's darker on the bottom? Well, thank you. How did you find me, Julie? All right, so we're going to put this together. Let me trim it a tiny bit. Okay, so this is going to go on the back, and that way you'll have a place to write a message, a personal message. Okay. Well, I'm glad you found me, Julie. Okay, so here is your first card. I hope you like it. All right. Julie, are you a demonstrator as well? All right, so we're going to move on to the next one, and that would be this right here. Okay, and let me bring this in, and hopefully I didn't forget anything in here. Let me bring this. Well, I do have to stamp one thing, I see. Okay, so what we have here is a piece of Secret Sky, which is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Okay, then we have some stuff to do here. Okay, first of all, I have a piece of basic white and I have a piece of DSP. Now these pieces, these sizes are already on my blog. So the free PDF is there. So make sure you check out my blog. And in the comment section of the video, down below, you can see all the products that I used. And if you click on them, it will take you right to my online store to purchase them if you want them. And in addition to that, if you place a minimum of a $50 order, I send you these make and takes for free. Okay, so I have that on here. And then I also have, let me see here it is. I have a piece of trim, and this is from the Fancy Border Dies. So we're going to lay this on here, and I just want a little bit of it showing, but I want to make sure it's centered so it has the same scallop portion on each side. Okay, so then I'm going to put some glue on here and just lay this on, making certain that it's straight. And I have some excess, so we're going to trim that off as well. So I just put this in my trimmer and I just push my finger here to make sure that it's right on the edge, and then it comes out perfectly. So again, the same thing here, making sure it's right on the edge. And look, it couldn't be better. Okay, so let's put this on with dimensionals. So LaSheila, how many of these are you going to make? You usually make 8 to 10 of each card. Okay, so this is going to go on the card base and just center it from side to side, and it is a little bit higher. It's not a complete, it's not the same all the way around, but I wanted it like that. Okay, then what I have here is a piece of white cardstock, and this is die cut from, let me show you, the Gallery Bloom set, which is this one right here. It cuts both of these out at the same time, and I want the inside piece. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this on here with dimensionals. Do you have all the stuff, LaSheila, to make it? That's probably a dumb question. Okay, if you notice, I'm putting quite a few dimensionals on here. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want the frame to kind of sink. Oh, thanks, Julie. Did you? Oh, you're not a demonstrator. Wow. A lot of demonstrators watch my videos. Okay, so pulling all of this off. Just a couple more. Okay, so now I got to make sure that I get this centered properly. All right, so I'm just looking on the side here, and it looks like it's not going to be centered, so I got to lift this up. A good way to do this, let me show you this, is to lay it down this way, kind of get an eyeball look at it, so I can kind of see what I need to do. Then I can flip it over and put it where I need it. And I think this will be good. And it's kind of wobbly, but there. So that looks perfect. Okay, so now I have to do some more stamping, and let me show you what I have here. Okay, first of all, I'm going to stamp this image right here. All right, just like that. And then I have to stamp in blue, in the Secret Sky. This is the outline or the detail. So I'm going to stamp this right here. And then this is the two-step part. I'm going to stamp, ink it up, and then stamp off. And I want quite a bit of the ink off. So I'm going to just center this. And I do have to die cut this out. I thought I did it, but I needed another one. So let me see if my dies are right here. Yep. These are the dies I'm using. You know what? No, they're not. Let me see. Did I leave them on? Yep, I left them over there. So let me just die cut this real quick. So it cuts out all three at the same time. See what I mean? All right, and I do have these die cut already, so I die cut 2 of these. Need to pop these extra pieces out of here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this one so the stems are going under the frame here. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. Let me see. I'm going to go here. And I'm also going to put a little piece right here. Okay, so see how I'm putting it over the frame? Just like that. Okay, so then I'm going to take my flower pieces here. And this first one, the biggest one, I'm going to put a dimensional on the top. And I'm just going to lay it down right there. Okay. Then I'm going to take this smaller one. This one is going to go on with glue. And it's going to be glued right to the frame here. And it will also glue down the other portion of the leaf here. And then this one, the last one on this grouping, will be with a dimensional as well. And that's going here. Okay. Now I do have a second stem here. Now this one, I'm going to put overlapping the frame in this direction. So I need some, let me see. So I want to make sure I just need a dimensional there and a dimensional there. The top pieces, because the other ones will be on the frame. So you got to be careful where you place this. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one on. So we're just going to do this one. All right, just like this. Now I'm going to put a little dab of glue right there to hold this piece down. Hey, Fran. Okay, and then I have the other pieces here. So this one will be on a dimensional, the biggest one. All right, you know what? I must have done the second one because look, it's here. I don't know what happened. All right, and then we'll do dimensionals on the other as well. I don't know where they're at. In the small one here. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, and then I have these that I die cut from the same pack, and this is in Granny Apple Green. So what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm going to glue, I just kind of tore it apart. I'm going to glue this, and I just like to have different, you know, different shapes and different textures. I'm going to take this one right here and put some glue on here. And this is going to go here. And then I just want a little piece over here. So this one I'm actually going under the frame here and going this way. Okay. All right. And then let me get a piece of scrap white. And we're going to stamp hello. And hello is from the Beautiful Motifs. Okay, so this is going to just be stamped right there. I'm cheating and using an old punch so I don't have to cut it straight. And I'm just going to trim this off. I'm going to trim on an angle here and here. And just put that on with a dimensional. And what I'm going to do is just put the dimensional directly on the paper here, so then I make sure I get it in the right place. And then I'll just put the hello over top of it. And it looks great with that greenery poking out. Okay, we're going to tie a bow. Thanks, Gretchen. And the key to getting a really nice bow too is getting the knot really tight, because then it makes the bow really puff up, and that makes it pretty. I love this in color ribbon. It's so pretty. Okay, so then we'll put this on with a glue dot. Okay, so this is going right here. And I don't like how long the things are, so I'm going to trim it off. Never cut the tails, though, shorter than the bow itself, because then it kind of looks out of place. Okay, I'm going to grab these. These are in color flat pearls. So I'm going to put one of these here and grab the largest one and put it here. And like I said, I like to mix up the sizes. And I just pulled this off without getting the backing. So I'm going to get the backing on. So it's going to go there. So here is the outside of the card. Oop. All right. And then on the inside, let me get the pieces here. Peek and make sure I got this right. Okay, so we're going to take the stems and then we're going to stamp it here. And then we'll take the, I should have done this differently, but I did it backwards. So this one goes right here. Looks pretty good. And where's my other one? Right here. All right. I want to show you a tip too. I just realized looking at these, making sure I had the right color. Now it looks good. On the back of your ink pads, you have these in different colors. In different languages. There's also a blank one. So you want to take the blank one and put it right inside here, because when your ink pads are open, sometimes, like on screen, these two look the same, don't they? They're not. This one's Petunia Pop, and this one's Secret Sky or Secret Sea. So that's why, that's what you want to do, is put those in there so you don't mess up there. Okay, and then for this one, I'm going to put Thinking of You. And I'm going to do that right here. Okay, so this is going to go on here. And then isn't that pretty for the inside? Okay. Oh, LaSheila, I think you're just biased to me. But thank you. I take that as a compliment. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside here. And then we just have one more. And ladies, if you like this video, please make sure that you share it with your friends. It helps me to reach a larger audience and allows me to continue doing what I'm doing for you. Okay, so this is your second card. I'm curious, which card do you like better? The first one or the second one? Okay, and then finally, let me see, do I have all the pieces here? And oh, here they all are. Look at this. So I could, if I wanted to, put these on here, but I don't need to. I knew I did that. Okay, so now for the last project, this is a hand sanitizer holder. So it looks like this with the bow here that keeps popping off. the second one, and let me see. I'm surprised. I thought people would like the first one better. Okay, so this is 5.5 by 4, which means you can get 4 of these out of one sheet of paper. Okay, so on the 4-inch side, you're going to score it at 1 and 3, and then you're going to turn it and score it 3 and 4. Okay. So I'm folding on the score lines, and this is going to go so fast, it's not even funny. Okay, so it looks like this. So we're going to cut on the score lines to create the tabs. And after I'm done here, I'm going to do my email to you for the ordering special. If you are not a subscriber to my newsletter, please make sure that you do so, because that's where I have free tutorials as well. And you can do so at stampingala.com, and you can see it right on the screen. Okay, so now we're going to fold these in just like that. Take the glue and put a little bit on each side and just bring this forward just like that, and stick it to the side so it doesn't kind of like flop. Okay, now this is going to go to the back, and the reason you do it this way is because you don't want it on the inside, because then see the seam right there, and that doesn't look good. So you want it flush on the front. So we're going to put the glue on here and just fold this just like that. Okay, and if you want, you can put it down and just kind of burnish it to make sure it stays really good. Okay, now we're going to cut this on an angle, and it's really simple to do. You're going to go from here to here. So just take your scissors and just like that. Okay, same thing on this side, from here to there. You could get really technical, but look how they're pretty darn straight. Okay, so then we have this right here, and we're going to put these together. This is for the front of the box. Okay. Just like that. Okay, and I already have these stamped. I don't think you need to see me stamp them again. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on each one of these little top of the stems here. And of course, the largest one goes in the middle. Oops. Okay, the smallest of the two goes here that are left. They're really hard to tell the size on the last two, but one is slightly larger than the other. Okay, now if I can get it so it's not stuck. So now we're going to put this on with dimensionals. Now I could tie a bow around this. I bet you, I wonder if this color bow would look pretty. Let me see. I'm going to put, oh, we don't want it there because that's going to be, this time I'm going to, let me see if I have that ribbon out. I do. I'm going to wrap it around here just for a little bit, something different. I'll show you how we're going to put it on here. Might have to adjust it a little bit, but it'll be good. Okay. Thanks, Jane. Okay, so that's going to go like that. We'll just slide this over, or this way because it's kind of leaning that way. I'm going to take the dimensionals off the back. Oh, Tammy, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I hope you like it. So we're going to just slide this down to make sure it goes over top. And then I always try to match the color of the hand sanitizer with the products that I'm using. So let me close these up. And ladies, I do have a membership program where you can get a free PDF to your mailbox every Monday. And it's only for the whole month, whether you get 4 or 5, depending on how many Mondays we have in the month. It's only $5. So it works out to sometimes $1 per PDF. And then I have another one that is, or you can up it to $10 and you get that. Plus you get a fun fold and a coupon towards my PDF store at 25% off in the month. So that's my membership program. You can go to stampingala.com after this video and just check out my membership program. In addition to that, I do have a cruise that is leaving next April 18th. And we're going to the Southern Caribbean, including Aruba. If you're interested in my paper crafting cruise, let me know. I can send you information on that. In fact, I'll post it on my Facebook page after this video. So ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I feel like this is something that keeps me sane right now with everything that's going on. But I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate that you give me the opportunity to earn your business. Have a wonderful night and a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.